Hey, I've got one question for you. Do you know what your 1950 nickel is worth? Well, if you don't, I'm gonna break down exactly what you need to know about your 1950 nickel to see if it's actually worth money and if you're gonna get some money for your coin. So let's hop right into this video, starting off with a 1950D 5-cent Jefferson nickel. Now, the first thing that you're gonna notice on this coin is the coloration. Now, that coloration can happen depending on where the coin is stored. So certain environmental conditions in combination with the metal composition of your coin can dictate if the coin changes color over time. Now, why does that matter to you? Well, it matters because the toning or the coloration of your coin can severely impact the value based upon the eye appeal and who is collecting the coin. Certain collectors will look at these coin right here and say, hey, that coin looks really cool to me. I want to collect it. I want it in my collection. What do I have to pay to get it? Just remember, price is what you pay, value is what you get. If someone really values this coin, the price they pay is not that significant until they get the coin in hand. So let's break down this coin, why it's sold for so much money. The first thing, like I said, is that coloration or toning that happens depending on where the coin is stored and the type of metals the coin is struck on. The next thing you want to look at is that D mint mark. So the D mint mark on the back right hand side of the coin stands for the Denver Mint. Now, depending on where your coin was produced can dictate the value. Certain coins had higher production runs with Denver or San Francisco or Philadelphia, so that really depends on the population of the coin, how many were produced and how many still survived to this day. Now, while we're on the back of the coin, if you look at the word Monticello, above that word you're going to see some steps. Now, that building right there is called the Monticello, and that was actually Jefferson's home where he used to live. So those steps, we want to be looking for the full steps. Those steps right there are the highest point on the coin. They get worn down the quickest and they are the hardest to strike during the minting process. It may seem a bit silly, but those steps really add a lot of value to the coin if the steps are fully there. So you have the toning on the coin, you have the full steps on the back, you have the D mint mark standing for the Denver Mint, and you have the grade. So the grade of this coin is a mint state 66. That is 4 points away from the perfect grade of 70. It is a pretty high grade, but it could come better. Do understand that getting your coin graded is a lot easier said than done. It takes a lot of time and money to get your coin graded, and there's a time and a place to get your coin graded. Not every single coin should be graded. I don't want to get your hopes up. I'd rather be honest with you than to get your hopes up and then you get let down later on. Understand that if grading your coins was that easy, everyone would grade their coins, everyone would get a high grade, and everyone would be making a ton of money. That's just not the reality. The people that make the most money in this business are the ones that have either an unfair advantage, they know what to look for, or they just have tons of capital to sink into these coins. But that doesn't mean that you don't have one. You could be sitting on a gold mine. So once again, that one sold for 228 bucks. This coin, same exact coin, however, it sold for $408. And the reason is because of the grade. So this coin got 1 point higher at a 67. It does have the 5 full steps on the back. It is a D mint marked coin, but because it got graded higher, it's going to bring a lot more money than the previous coin. Wow. We won't spend too much time on this coin, but it sold for $528, and clearly the coin has been struck 65% off center. Very cool, very unique for this coin to be struck like this. This one was graded by PCGS at a mint state 64. You know, the grading companies like PCGS and NGC are not going to destroy the grade just because there is an error. Really cool piece of US currency here for anyone that is a collector of error coins. If you have something like this, you want to make sure that you're getting it appraised by multiple coin experts before you go ahead and sell it, because you don't want someone to offer you 50 bucks when in reality it's worth over $500. I love this coin. It's a 1950 5-cent Jefferson nickel. This one sold for 2,040 bucks. Now, this coin could easily fly under the radar, someone not even really pay attention to it, but if you're paying attention, you would notice that the size and the overall shape of the coin looks a bit messed up. Something is not sitting right when you look at this coin. That is because this coin was accidentally struck on a silver dime planchet. Now, when I say planchet, I'm just talking about the piece of metal the coin is struck on. This one was graded by PCGS at a mint state 62. So if you ever come across a coin that weighs dramatically different or the size is much different, then you could be in for a real treat, guys, because someone found this coin and they were able to sell it online for $2,040. That's a lot of money for this coin. Now, Now, this is a 1955 cent Jefferson nickel. Beautiful coin. Really, really nice looking. You have some really lustrous toning going on here with these purples and these blue colors. Really, really nice. I love this sort of coloration on the coin. It did get graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 plus with the full steps on the back. We do know what those full steps are already. The plus sign is something we haven't gone over just quite yet. So during the grading process, a grader will see your coin and they'll say, hey, does this coin look nicer than usual? If it does for the specific grade, they might give it a plus sign. Now understand, getting a plus sign on your grade is really, really challenging, and the graders don't give it out too often because not all coins are going to be worthy of that plus designation. So with all of that in mind, this beautiful 1950 no mint mark coin, which means it struck at the Philadelphia Mint, sold for $960. Here we have the same type of coin, 1950, no mint mark at all. This one is actually what we call a proof coin. So to be very brief, proof coins are generally produced in a different manner, one by one by mint employees. These are done with a more higher pressured machinery that's going to get this shiny, lustrous backdrop or field of the coin that looks like a mirror. This coin, like I said, is a proof coin. It's going to be worth more money than typical because it's a proof coin, and because it got the proof 66 grade by PCGS, it sold for $1,110. Holy cow, same coin exactly as the previous coin, except this one got graded 2 points higher, so it's a 1955 cent proof 68 coin by NGC, and it sold for $4,800. If you're just starting your journey in coins, numismatics in general, we have a completely free coin currency ebook down below. Check that out, no strings attached, and we will see you guys in the next video.